The Health Secretary says he'll look into concerns surrounding the potential misuse of medical equipment, which could lead to dangerous levels of drugs being administered. The claims follow the report into patient deaths at Gosport War Memorial Hospital. Today, Lib Dem MP Norman Lamb, who was a coalition health minister, told Sky News it's extraordinary that a full inquiry into the deaths hadn't been ordered sooner. Rebecca Williams reports.
Turn the camera off, please.
No, nothing to do.
There was plenty of activity at Dr. Jane Barton's home today, following revelations that hundreds of people had their lives shortened after she prescribed them powerful painkillers. But now concerns have been raised about the possibility that the syringes used at the hospital could have been used to administer too much medicine, a claim the Gosport independent panel insists is completely unfounded and without merit.
We're going to look very, very carefully at all the evidence that comes forward, and we need to be absolutely certain that the NHS does react as quickly as possible when you have suggestions that a piece of equipment is not safe.
The drugs pumps in question were permitted in use until 2015, despite warnings that they could be incredibly dangerous. Now, if they were used incorrectly and they were complicated to use, it's understood it could lead to a whole day's worth of medication being administered within a single hour. Jane Barton worked here at the Gosport War Memorial Hospital between 1989 and the year 2000. The former health minister believes over the years there may have been a cover-up.
To this day, I don't honestly know whether it was cock-up or conspiracy, but for anyone to read that report by Professor Baker and not to conclude that there had to be a further investigation, I just find extraordinary, because it was concluding that patients admitted for rehabilitation were being prescribed opioids without any clinical justification.
Back in 2001, the local newspaper covered the story of what went on at the hospital. But still, for 2 decades, hundreds of families have never got the answers that they so desperately wanted.
A health official rang me one day and said that I was upsetting the people in the Gosport War Memorial, these frail patients in the Gosport War Memorial, by running these constant stories. Now, you know, that is irony in 20-foot neon letters, you know, as it transpired. But we stuck to it and we kept pushing. My only regret is it took so long to get to the truth that we were dealing with in 2001.
As for Dr. Jane Barton, the CPS says it's still considering the content of the report and will take any appropriate steps required. Rebecca Williams, Sky News in Gosport.